LeBron James just changed his signature, and it's got everyone heated. That crown on top. Some call it genius. Others say it proves everything about his ego.
LeBron James is at it again there, Tyrone Johnson. Your guy.
We broke another record.
Your guy can't help himself. Your guy can't help himself. He has changed his signature. All right, give it to me there, guys. On the left is his old school signature, which frankly is just scribbly scrap, right? On the right is more scribbly scrap, but now he puts a crown on top of his name. Like every chance you give him not to be tone deaf and narcissistic, he cannot help himself.
LeBron James just changed his signature, and it's blowing up across the basketball world. The Lakers star added a crown to it, and it perfectly shows why people both love and criticize him. This isn't just a small change. It feels like a bold statement. Fans, critics, and even players are reacting hard. This is classic LeBron. Now tell me, adding a crown, smart branding, or just too much?
He wants so badly for you to consider him the greatest of all time and the king of basketball that he's now signing his name with a Fugazi crown on top of, I don't even know what that is on the bottom.
LeBron James has officially changed his signature, and people are going crazy over it. And honestly, it's not surprising. This isn't just a small change. Before, his signature was like most celebrities, just a messy scribble you could barely read. Nothing special, just something quick for signing tons of autographs. But now, he's added a crown on top of it. A real crown symbol sitting above his name. And no, it's not a one-time thing. This is his new official signature. Every autograph he signs now will include that crown, almost like a reminder of how he sees his legacy.
When I first started becoming well-known, and my signature was kind of like just a scribble scrub, right? Like, didn't put much thought into it. I had someone in my life come to me who was already famous, and they said, take some damn pride in your name. If someone's going to take the time to ask for you to sign an autograph, they better be able to read that autograph. And you'll just write blah, blah, blah on a piece of paper is disrespectful. Well, I assume he knows how to write it, but it's scribbly scrap with a crown on top.
The meaning behind it is pretty clear and very on brand for LeBron James. He's been calling himself King James his whole career. He has a crown tattoo, and he constantly uses king references on social media. Now he's taken it a step further by adding a crown to his signature. So every time he signs an autograph, that same message is right there, reinforcing how he sees himself and his legacy.
Tyrone, I'm sorry. If there's ever a guy that is tone deaf to his own behavior and is the most egotistical, narcissistic cat in the history of professional sports, it's your king, LeBron James.
The level of ego behind this move definitely stands out. Most legends let their achievements speak for themselves. They don't feel the need to constantly remind people how great they are. But with LeBron James, he's always been someone who actively shapes his own image and legacy. And this signature change feels like another example of that. Think about what a signature usually means. It's your personal mark, something you use on documents, autographs, and important moments. For most people, it's simple, quick, and recognizable. Sometimes messy, sometimes clean, but always just a reflection of their name and identity. That's why this change stands out. It turns a normal signature into something more symbolic, less about just signing a name, and more about sending a message every single time he puts pen to paper.
Like, we get it. You want people to think that you're the greatest of all time. We get it. You think you're the greatest of all time. But now you sign your name with a crown on top just to remind everybody, in case you forgot, I think I'm the greatest of all time. And I'm going to remind you about that every time I sign my signature from here on forward.
LeBron James's new signature with the crown makes one thing very clear. It shows how he views himself, not just as a basketball player, but as King James, someone at the very top of the game that has already got the championships, the money, and a place among the greatest ever. But adding the crown to his signature pushes that message even further, like he wants it to be seen every single time his name is written. And yeah, the internet hasn't held back. A lot of people are roasting him for it, saying it feels too self-focused. What's interesting is, it's not just critics. Even some fans are admitting it might be a bit over the top.
No, it just happens. It happens naturally. Like, he just pops up. Hey, look at LeBron James. He now has a crown on top of his scribble scrabble. There's not even an L there. It's just like, you know what it is? If you can put it up there again, guys, thank you for that. You know what his signature looks like? Like testicles. His signature looks like he's drawing a bunch of testicles. That's his name. Look at me.
But no
I'm
shaft.
a dickhead. So my signature is a bunch of balls. That's my signature with a crown on top.
One of the wildest reactions came from a radio host who joked that LeBron James's signature looks like a messy scribble with a crown on top. And honestly, once people saw it that way, they couldn't unsee it. The autograph itself is still just a bunch of loops that don't clearly form letters, and now there's a crown sitting above it like a bold statement. What really makes this stand out is that LeBron didn't need to do it. He's already one of the most famous athletes ever. His brand is huge. His legacy is already secure. Adding a crown doesn't make him more legendary. It just adds more attention to how he wants to be seen. That a big part of the conversation also ties back to his long-running comparison with Michael Jordan. Jordan never added anything flashy to his signature. No symbols, no extra messaging. His career and results spoke for themselves, and that was enough for most people. With LeBron, it's different. He's always been more vocal about his legacy, more active in shaping how he's viewed. The crown, the King James nickname, it all feeds into that image. Supporters might call it smart branding, while critics see it as trying too hard to control the narrative. The timing adds another layer too. At this stage of his career, with retirement getting closer, every move feels more symbolic. To some, this looks like a final push to define how he'll be remembered. To others, it just feels unnecessary. And that's really the divide. Some see confidence in branding, others see insecurity. Another wild part of this whole situation is that LeBron James has a full PR and branding team. People whose job is to protect his image. You'd think someone would have said, maybe adding a crown to your signature might come off a little arrogant. Either nobody said it, or he didn't care. Either way, it's not landing well with a lot of people. And this isn't new for LeBron. He's had moments before where public perception didn't go his way. Like the decision, when he announced his move from Cleveland on live TV. That move got heavy backlash and took time to recover from. There have been other moments too where people felt he misread how things would be received. That's why this signature change fits a pattern for some fans. From his side, it probably feels like strong branding, leaning into the King James identity. But from the outside, a lot of people see it as unnecessary, like he's forcing the message instead of letting his career speak. The ironic part? His signature was already hard to read, just a quick scribble like most athletes. And instead of making it cleaner or more recognizable, he kept the same scribble and just added a crown on top. So now it's still unreadable, just with extra symbolism. At the end of the day, this comes down to perspective. Some people will call it smart branding. Others will say it's over the top. So what do you think? Genius move or just embarrassing?